It's time for the Giz Wiz with Man's Maddest Writer, Dick DeBartolo. This is episode 1921, recorded Thursday, February 2nd, 2023. 3, 2, 1, fire! On this episode of the Giz Wiz, Dickie D has one more gadget from the boat show, plus a few from the Inspired Home event. I have a brand new crappy corner theme, and your videos all next on the Giz Wiz!
It's the same show with Dickie D and OMG chat on your PC. It's time for the Giz Wiz because gadgets are his business. They've got a gizmo sickness, geek disease, under pathology, rows and rows of USBs, glowing LEDs. Get ready for the Giz Wiz now.
Now, and here is your mother hen of gadgets, Dick DeBartolo. How you doing, Dickie D?
I'm doing good, sir. And you?
Doing good. It's the weather here in Texas has been cold. Texas does not handle the cold as well as other places in the country.
Well, we're expecting 6 degrees tomorrow night.
Whew.
With winds of 30 to 40 miles an hour, so it's going to be chilly. But I did see you ice skating.
Did
the other you're running that 5-year marathon that you're doing.
It's currently up to 18 days I have been
18
live.
days, and occasionally I drop by, and you were in. You're always talking about how carefully you eat, so I tune in, and they're in a Waffle House. There's waffles on the table. There's French toast. There's bacon. There's eggs there.
I may have broken the diet a little bit.
Wait a minute.
The day you were watching.
Wait a minute. Yeah.
Honestly, I think I've gained some weight during the stream because I'm just sitting there all day in front of the computer, and then I'm just eating the junkiest of food this entire marathon.
And then is that on your phone? Because the video and the audio was really good from the restaurant.
It wasn't. So originally, when I started this, I used a middleman called Video Ninja, VIDO Ninja, and it's actually it's a pretty cool thing. I would love to show that off more in detail. The Video Ninja was my middleman to get the video from my phone to my streaming computer, but as we went longer and longer, I started putting some of the items to put together my own streaming rig that I could take remote. And so what you saw was the new rig. So that has this little camera, that's a Sony camera, that you cannot even buy in the United States. It's only available in Japan. But it's the perfect camera because it does HDMI out clean. It can do that streaming while being plugged in over power. It has a microphone jack. It also has video stabilization built in, and it's very wide angle. And it has a pretty decent mic, although I have not had any luck with the mic. I think my unit may be bad. So I just use the external mic plug-in. I just jack in a new microphone.
Wow.
So that's the camera, and then that goes to a live view, which was what Twit used to use to stream from CES and Comic-Con and Dragon Con and all those things. They used to use a live view. I now own one, and they make a product called a Live View Solo that is really perfect for what I'm using it for because it doesn't require a destination. So the Live View that we used at Twit required basically a server to live at the brick house so that it could, the device that we used would land somewhere. The video would go through the internet and then go back to the brick house. But the Live View Solo is made to not need that base station. They just came out with the Solo Pro. Here it is. I have the older version.
Oh, it's a little guy.
It's tiny. Remember, the Live View that Twit used to use was a big backpack.
Big backpack.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So this fits. I mean, it can literally fit on your hip if you need it to. It's pretty small. I throw it into a backpack with a big battery. And then what they've done is basically they offer a service so that instead of a destination server, the server's in the cloud. They manage it. And so you log in on their website and say, I need the video to go here. I need it to go to this destination. It can stream for you. It can stream to all these different services. And so I use a service to grab the video. So LiveView will hand off the video to the service that I pay for. And then that service will be able to beam the video back down to my house. So I'm able to stay live. Otherwise I'd have to hit stop stream and then switch the stream over to the remote, stream. So I'm able to stay live and just switch to a scene that will now show the video, and it's great. So right now, I can just step away from the computer, go live with the LiveView. I have the camera, I have the mic, I have all that in a backpack. I even have all the overlays and sound alerts and everything remotely, which is it's a lot of pieces. It's quite a lot of technology kind of packed in to a backpack and to be walking around with it.
Yeah.
It's fun because it's really easy to get up to some crazy adventures. I've been walking down the street and people have stopped their car and talked to me, and people in stores stop by, and it's fun. It's just an awful lot of fun.
Great.
I mean, you saw us ice skating just before
I saw you ice skating, yeah.
the winter storm hit.
Pretty neat.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. An awful lot of fun. So yeah, that's what I've been up to over the past week. Anyone can really tune in and see what I've been up to the past week at this time.
Do you have a goal in mind? How much? Someone had just said, how much have you raised?
More than I would have ever thought, honestly.
Okay.
I mean, you can kind of do the math. I mentioned our daily goal and how many days I've been live. You can kind of do that. If you want to watch it yourself, Redacted asks, where can you tune in? Twitch, twitch.tv/OMGCHAD. OMG Chad is where I've been live. Right now, we are rebroadcasting the Giz Wiz right there. So it's been great. It's kind of like the Truman Show, but it's the Chad Show. Mr. Dave puts it right.
Amazing.
So yeah, it's been great. It's been awesome.
It's fun. It's fun.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
let's do some gadgets.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh no. I was just remembering that you were at the boat show, which you love boats, so
yes.
Good content.
So last year we did something that Sea-Doo had invented called the Switch, and it was like a platform boat with modular furniture, and you could move the furniture around depending on how many people were going to be on the boat. It was a very clever idea. So this year, I just have a photograph here. They are introducing the Sea-Doo Rise, R-I-S-E. Now, I spoke to the woman there, and she said, you know what? It's coming out summer 2024, and I don't know anything about it. So I did some research, and I found the PR company, and I called them, and they said there's a little bit of video about it on YouTube. So we can show that little video, and then we can talk more about it. So this is the Rise.
Okay. More fun.
5, 4, 3.
We're going to space.
Yes.
It looks smooth. Looks fun.
It looks neat, doesn't it?
Yeah. $2024.
Yeah. So now it turns out that there are a lot of companies making electric foil boats,
Yeah.
little paddle boats. Um, so when I spoke to Tim, he said, we are finding, I think it's BRP, BRP is the company. We're finding that we have great luck making niche products for a lot of people, like the Switch. And he said, you need to be fairly proficient to use an electric foil because you're standing on top of it and you're balancing yourself.
Yeah, it seems
So
like skateboard level balancing is required.
yes, and then
For
you're
some-
up, and then you're up on the foil. Exactly. So we building one with a retractable handle, so you can go to their website, and they have 3 photos to sort of show you the positions you can do it in.
Okay.
There
There we go.
Yeah. Okay. And then just scroll down a little. So if you're new at it and nervous, you can just bring the handle all the way up
Yeah.
and hang on. But then you can dial the height of the foil. And this is done with a wireless remote control.
Oh. So
Yeah.
it'll know that it doesn't have to come out of the water that far?
Exactly.
Oh.
If I'm understanding the gentleman correctly. And then you can also just lay on it and use it as a paddle board, but you don't have to paddle because the propeller down there will drive you wherever you want to go. He said they have not come up with any sort of a price. The woman at the boat show said, "All I know about it is going to be $15,000 to $20,000."
Wow.
And I was looking around and I found many of these electric foil things are into $10,000 to $13,000 range. So this is not inexpensive unless you compare it to the foil boat we did at CES.
Right.
That was $360,000. But look at this is $12,000,
Yeah.
and it's not much.
No, it's not. It seems so. I mean, that's the price of a nice car. Like you can get a used nice car at that price, and this is a board.
And this is a board. So at least the Sea-Doo Rise has this remote control, and it's multi-purpose. So if one person in a family just wants to ride it laying on it, someone else can raise it up as much as they want. Someone else can use the handle. I mean, I had no idea these things would be so expensive.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of what is the most expensive part of this? The battery, the motor, the.
That's very interesting. I don't know. I don't know. I read one.
The fact that nobody wants them, it's like a.
You know what? That
supply and demand.
Yes, that is a lot of the price. Someone was asking why is that that electric boat so expensive? It takes years of research, and then they might sell 200 of them.
Right.
And so you have to divide that cost among just 200 units. So that's why this flyaway board looks more. This looks more like a
Sea-Doo. This looks like one of those.
Yes, exactly, on a skeg, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's 9,000 pounds, which is I don't know what that is.
That's very heavy, extremely heavy.
Yeah, that's one of the problems, putting that on your back. But
all of this kind of reminds me of, just because it's like a water event, a water activity, is those water jets that you see attached to people's feet. God, what are those?
No, you like jet shoes?
Yeah. God, I don't know what you would even search for. Water jet recreation. I have no idea what you search for. Scuba jet? Scuba jet is like
how funny.
I have no idea if this is. Well, here, let's wait for the website to load. Maybe? No, this is not it. This is not what I thought it was. Yeah, they make these like jetpack type things.
Scooter X said, "Is that it?"
Yeah, maybe. The flyboard. This sounds right. Yeah, this is it. Thank you, Scooter X. So let's see if there it is.
Oh! I remember that.
Yes.
But
and so
that, when you go up in the air, you're on a giant hose.
Yes. Absolutely.
Did that ever make it to the market? I think.
Oh yeah, I see that there's a place locally that you can rent it.
Oh, rent it.
And I
okay.
see them playing with them, and I've seen, and not just in one spot. There it is. There's a good idea of what's going on there. Yeah. So there's a pump that is connected in the water, so that it almost looks like a Sea-Doo as well, where it will just kind of lay in the water. It's like down there.
There you go.
And let me see if I can actually just go to the YouTube page for this. That'll be better. And then that pump will pump the water so much that it will lift you out of the water. And you can do these flips and crazy stuff like that. And this is kind of what it reminds me of, because it's expensive, it's water-based. Yeah. I assume it's electric. I don't know if it's electric or not. Let's get to the jetpack here, people. There we go. There they are.
Oh my gosh.
And it is enough force to launch you into the air. I guess they do a one. Well, the branding is definitely very party atmosphere.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It seems very party-ish. Let's see.
Yeah, this is a new destination for you with your live view.
This is great. This is what I need. Yeah, definitely. It's the next. And once you've done ice skating, this is really the next upgrade after ice skating. Kind of, that's it. Let's look at a flyboard kit. Let's see. I can't tell if the pump. It doesn't seem. It seems like these are pieces. I need the whole kit and caboodle. I can't tell. Do you add this to a Sea-Doo? You might add this to a Sea-Doo.
Oh, you know what? You know why? You know what? Everybody in that picture, I think, had a Sea-Doo. Yeah. So you bolt this onto the back of the jet.
And you just throttle that thing up, and you just let it go.
Yes. I bet you that's what it is. So you need to buy a Sea-Doo and then add $7,000 for the kit, right?
Yeah. Not cheap either. So
no.
This is
nothing on the wood is cheap. No.
Yeah, but anyway. This is on the market 100%. Like, I have seen not just one, but like multiple times that this is being used. So maybe there's a place for the hydrofoil board.
For maybe the rise.
The rise, yes. Yeah, exactly. It was pretty cool. It's pretty neat looking stuff.
Yeah. Pretty neat.
Yeah.
2024. Also, there's a big show next month called The Inspired Home. It takes place in Chicago. Fortunately, they do a preview of gadgets at that show right here in New York City. And I think it used to be called the Houseware Show, but it's very broad-based now as to kind of gadgets you find there. So it's now called The Inspired Home. And here from The Inspired Home are 3 ways to help.
We do that. Sorry to interrupt. There was one more thing in your notes, which was that massive
oh
engine.
My gosh, yes.
Sorry to interrupt. But
yes, no, that's okay. You have a picture of that? So we talked about the 600 horsepower, 1,260-pound outboard that I saw at the boat show, that the engine cost $80,000. Well, I subscribe to
I still have that photo. Here it is right here.
Yes.
There it is.
Yeah, okay. So I got a boat test report of a new boat that has 3 of these.
3?
3.
Because we were kind of talking about, like, okay, that's the engine cost, but you got to wire it up, you got to have the chassis, you got to integrate it into the boat.
Yes, the boat is did I send you a picture of it? I thought I did.
Yeah, you sent me the website of it. Here it is.
Oh, the website. Okay, so this is it here. All right, and those are the 1,800 horsepower, the 3 outboards in the back. And this boat is...
It looks like it's lifting off out of the water. I mean, it looks like this would go so fast that...
All right, so, it's a luxury boat. It's 48 feet. It's 14-something wide. It has an incredible galley. You can sleep 4. Would you like to take a guess at the price of this?
Oh, golly.
It goes.
Now, just one of those engines was 200,000?
80,000.
Oh, 80,000.
Look at the interior. Okay, there's the interior. Yeah. Okay, 48 feet long and 14 and something wide.
I'm gonna guess 800,000 for the whole boat.
Not too bad.
Okay.
Okay. The boat shown here is $1.3 million.
Whoa! Holy moly!
Yeah. This is for the very, very wealthy.
So is this something? What would you use this for?
You would use it just for trips into the ocean. I mean, you could pretty much go anywhere with this.
You go fishing with it?
I don't know if you would buy this as a fish boat.
You would go out to see the view.
Yeah, you would impress friends. That would be my guess.
That would be very impressive.
That would be what I'm thinking.
Because it's not quite like a. You take it across the ocean type of boat.
No, it's an overnighter is what they call it, because there is so much outdoor. This is probably aimed at people who live in like Florida.
Yeah.
Because so much of the cabin space, if that was a cabin boat, you'd have 3 staterooms and 2 bathrooms. Right. This has a ton of open area. So it can overnight 4 people, but not in the kind of luxury it would be if it was a 48-foot closed boat. But
right.
It was. I'm glad you remembered that, because I thought some people have a lot of money.
Yeah, exactly.
And it has a 600-gallon gas tank, because you're going to need it for that kind of power. I
just feel confused, because like something like maybe a catamaran could cost easily, that much as well. But it just seems like so much like you could live on it. And this seems so much like...
Yes.
It's not... Is it more like an RV where you wouldn't take it out for a long time, but just for that day?
Yeah, this is a day boat, or if you want to rough it overnight on it. Yeah. This is very...
I'm roughing it on the $1.4 million boat with the V12s and the...
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's so...
No, thanks for remembering that.
Yeah, of
that
course. Okay, so back to the...
Inspired Home, and this is a gentleman with 3 gadgets to help babies sleep and be quiet. Here we go.
Found something really weird. It is a carriage that makes milkshakes. Am I right?
No,
because the carriage is shaking.
So when you're walking your baby, the baby falls naturally asleep because of the motion of the stroller. You get to where you're going, and you stop the stroller. The baby wakes up because the motion has stopped motioning. So if you look over here, we attach this to the stroller. We turn.
This little guy is shaking the carriage?
Every bit of it. And when I turn it on, I can adjust the speed of the vibration, of the rocking sensation, because each baby has a different sweet spot for the amount of vibration, the rocking that they like. And you might be surprised to know that the lighter rocking sensation is actually what the baby enjoys the most. It's beautiful. You get to the restaurant, you order your hot food, the rocket is keeping the baby sound asleep, and you enjoy your hot lunch. You enjoy your hot cup of coffee. When you're at the park, you can put your older child on the swing and push them back and forth while the younger one is sound asleep in the stroller.
And what does that retail for?
So it's a $70 retail price. It's USB rechargeable, and that's what we're excited about. We're launching that here today in New York City. The previous one we had, and is available currently online, is the battery-operated rocker.
Okay. And USB-C at the charging end. And this guy.
Well, let's go back here. One cool thing I want to say about this is it's a UK product, and this last fall, the Queen thought it was a really cool invention, and she awarded, it's a UK company, she awarded the most innovative product and also the Small Export Company award to Dr. Nick and Matt Dyson, who are the owners of 2NM in the UK.
Okay.
We are the US agent. So the second product we have, we'll start here. This is the Whoosh. And you can hear, here's the microphone, that's the water, that's the space. So we have more water, 8 different sounds. This is mostly for the little guys. So adults can certainly use this, and it's a great compact little white noise sound soother. It is no bigger than you see here, and you can take it with you. You can attach it.
And how long can it play for?
So it has a 1-hour timer and then an all-night mode. So if you click it twice, it'll go on to the all-night mode.
And all night on one charge is fine?
You actually get about 50 hours on a single charge here.
Oh, okay, I like that. And the retail?
And the USB, so this is $34.95.
Okay, and finally this guy.
So the Zed, love the Zed. It's cute as an astronaut. You know how we fall asleep a little bit better in a vehicle, a moving vehicle, because of the vibration?
Yes.
Acceleration, deceleration, 2 agitating motors in here. As you put your hand on here, Dick, feel that. You can feel the vibrations going through that. You put that on the foot of the crib where the baby is. Those little vibrations, the soothing vibrations, go through the vehicle, and the baby stays fast asleep. Babies are in a 45-minute sleep cycle typically, so this has a 1-hour timer to get them into that second mode of sleep, second sleep section.
Okay.
And it also has the nightlight. Melatonin is caused by the red color, which is healthy for sleep. So it has the bright, brighter, and brightest. And when the babies no longer need the vibration of the Zed, well, the monsters don't go away. So you can continue to use this as just a night light. This is a battery-operated piece with an on-off switch in the back.
Okay, and that retails for?
This is $39.95.
And everything available now?
The USB rechargeable will be available at the end of February and widely available from March.
This is great. I like this. A lot of ways to put babies to sleep, and I actually have to go get a cup of coffee because
It's working.
stuff works.
It's working too good. Oh no, we're losing him. We've lost him. Oh my gosh. These are all fun. I really like them. And I know from anyone who has a baby, any way that you can get a baby to sleep a little bit longer, stay asleep, get asleep, it's priceless.
Yes,
People will
yes.
pay any amount of money to make sure that happens. This seems like a great
I often
business.
see men walking their baby along Riverside Drive, and I'm sure the housewife said, could you walk that baby
Get out
till
of
it
there.
falls asleep in the carriage?
Get out of there.
So this could be a clever idea. Right now, the one that they're selling on the website, actually it's on Amazon, is battery operated. And then the USB version, he said, would be out at the end of the month, and that's going to be $10 more for the
That's awesome.
rechargeable one.
I want to see here. Reviews seem good. People seem to like them. You know,
Oh,
that's-
good.
That's
Good.
a
I
good
didn't-
indication that it works. And then you got the Zed. There that is.
And then someone else at the show was talking about that the shush sound works. It makes babies stop crying when you just go shh.
Oh,
So that's why they have 2 shushing sounds. Let me see
Huh.
if I can find the shushing sound. That's water. More water.
sounds like an ocean.
Yeah, it might be the ocean. Something that he has. They have something from NASA.
That
Oh,
one.
that might be shush. Yeah, and I also have this on loud, just, and then just a short shush.
Huh.
Who knew? Who knew?
Yeah. Is that built
buy
in?
all
That
this
seems
stuff and
like, like, are we programmed that? Shh,
Yes, yes, exactly.
be quiet, little baby. Shh. That's crazy. These all seem very well made and
Pretty reasonable, I
yeah,
thought.
exactly. I think very reasonable.
Yeah.
That's very good. Yeah. Cool stuff.
And there's the photo.
Yeah.
It's very funny because the guy, after we did the interview, I was several tables down, came running over and said, "Oh my God, someone just told me you write for Mad Magazine." And I said, "Yeah, are you a fan?" He said, "Am I a fan? I carry my Alfred E. Newman blackout tooth with me wherever I go." And he said, "Hang on, I'll put it in."
Oh my gosh.
So he said, because I think when he was a kid, people said, "You look like Alfred E. Newman." He has the slight red hair. So he has his. I've run into people who have carried my business card for years, but I've never run into a fan who carries a blackout tooth with them for emergencies.
That is so funny.
Isn't that
I feel
funny?
like I need to grab the here 1 second. The let's see. This is old Alfred. Okay.
Oh yes, yes.
Cut back and forth. There. It's pretty close.
A
Not
touch,
bad.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
bad.
And Alfred mostly has a reddish hair
Yeah. Yeah.
before
that's
he
pretty
aged
cool.
for the 70th
Right.
anniversary.
He went all gray for the 70th.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's great. That's awesome. Man, that's I bet he was very happy to talk to you and chat with you.
That was very funny. That was
very
like a
cool.
guy at the hardware show. He said, "Oh, 15 years ago you gave me your business card and you autographed it." I said, "Oh, great." He said, "You want to see it?" I said, "What do you mean you have it?" And he goes, "It's been in my wallet for 15 years." Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I said, "Well, let me give you another one because that one it's like aging." So it's kind
Take the
of
new one and
amazing.
put it in a frame or something.
Yes, exactly. I should send you one that's plasticized so
Yeah.
you can carry it
I need
for
to-
the rest of your life.
Yeah, what do they call that? They laminate it. You need to laminate that
Laminated.
next
There
one.
we go. Yes, yes. Take it to Staples and get it laminated.
Yeah. That's really cool.
Okay.
That's really, really cool.
And then I found something that's coming, I think he said in the summer, a couple of months for doggies. It's kind of interesting. Here it is.
We're going to do a quickie. What the heck is it? All right, this is what it is. I'm guessing it has something to do with a dog.
Yeah.
And then,
Matt?
boy, then I'm
Why-
stuck.
Any idea?
All right, so you put
I don't know why it would be
food in the tray. All right, that's all I can think
Yeah, I
of.
don't know
A
why it would have that
doggy,
lip
Food in the tray.
at the bottom.
And maybe, I don't know what it is, but Jeff over here is going to tell us. Jeff,
Maybe you
what is
bake.
this?
Do you bake something? in
That
it?
is a licking and relaxation mat for dogs. It's called the Snack and Distract. Licking.
I like the name. It's
Snack and Distract.
Okay.
So we're hoping it'll be catchy and people will remember it. You basically can spread some kind of a spreadable. Everybody's seen a dog lick peanut butter.
Yeah.
So you can put peanut butter on these little extra bristles and nibs, and a dog will lick this thing forever, and it'll soothe them.
Dogs don't mind licking these little nubs.
They actually adore it. They actually get a little bit extra tongue stimulation.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh.
And correct. Kind of the main purpose of this, if you're going to give a dog a bath, this thing will stick right on the shower wall or tub wall, and then you can put some peanut butter or Greek yogurt or something kind of moist up in these bristles, and they will lick on it and work on it, and it'll really have to work at it to get the peanut butter off of the
Well,
bristles.
and while they're doing that, you're giving them a shampoo.
distracted them, right? So they're all into the peanut butter and licking and being stimulated by that while you're taking care of their grooming.
Oh, that's very cute. And what is that retail? Is it out yet?
It's not out yet. It'll be out this summer, and they retail for $9.99 each. And we think that's kind of a no-brainer to have one in the kitchen and to have one in the bathroom and any place in a crate. It's also very good for putting a dog in a crate and having him not freak out in there. They can use it in a crate as well.
Well, actually, we have a dog, a rescue dog, who is endlessly wanting snacks. And I'm thinking, just spread peanut butter on that, and he would spend a good maybe 10 minutes trying to lick it off.
At least trying to clean it off completely. And I understand that a lot of higher-end pet stores now have spreads and healthy-oriented spreads that are meant for these mats. For slow feeding, there are people that use these mats just as a slow feeder. You give them a helping of wet dog food or one of these spreads, and a dog will actually eat dinner from a licking and distraction mat, and it takes them a long time, and then they're very calmed by the licking and the little job it is to work it.
If you were doing it just as a slow feeder, you could just lay it on the floor, right?
You could. Our little catch trough does sort of indicate that it needs to be sort of on a wall or used vertically, but absolutely.
If you're just doing peanut butter.
If you're just doing peanut butter, Greek yogurt, or one of these new spreads that are all very natural for dogs. Pumpkin is a big thing that dogs love too.
Dogs like pumpkin?
They do. Dogs are naturally drawn to pumpkin, and you can get it in spreadable form. And
I've seen the pumpkin before.
And treats.
Oh, interesting.
I like this. This is very clever. Snack
and distract.
Snack and distract.
And distract. I'm distracted now.
That's great. Yeah, I think that's going to be very popular.
I do too. I think Charlie will like that, and I think you just throw it in the dishwasher. I know a couple people in the chat room are saying, "Well, it's going to be very difficult to clean."
Hopefully, the dog will do the most of the cleaning.
Yes,
and
exactly.
Then you just got to get a little extra little bits out of there.
Exactly. I'm certainly going to, when they come out, I'm going to get one for Charlie.
I think I have seen this company before, because there's a few products that I feel like I've used of theirs. The Mud Buster.
You know what? In the past, I believe I did Mud Buster.
Yeah.
On the Giz Wiz. That's a clever idea. It has little nubs inside that, and when you come in and you've been out in the rain with the dog, you fill it with warm water, and then you just
stick
dip your doggy's paw in it. Yeah. And as the paw comes out, all those little nubs catch the mud.
Yeah. I think I've seen
they
this
make
chop
yes,
too
they make a lot of. They make a very cute dog food carrier with a collapsible mug that clips onto the side. So
there it is. That's
there it is.
Mud dust. Yeah. Yeah, that's great. That's awesome. Now, of course, Scooter X already found a competitor.
Oh my gosh!
Pretty inexpensive, although it does take forever to get to you. But there you go, small and a large silicone mat. So.
Oh, I know, but it's going to be the same price almost.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
And
well, if you need it right away, you can do that because
exactly.
This is not coming out till summer.
Yeah, I think I would wait. Honestly, though, because if your dog's licking it all the time, you kind of want something that you're going to trust. So that's good. That's great. Yeah, I love that.
Excellent. And now,
Dokie. It's time. Should we reveal before or after the intro? I guess after.
After.
Let's jump in.
You know you don't need it, but you might want it at Chad's Crappy Corner. Get it.
Okie dokie. Well, I don't have the gadget with me, so it's even more of a surprise. So we asked the patrons, the first patron poll of 2023, what they would like to see. And I will say that I did I did choose this poll because I'm in a winter storm and I couldn't drive anywhere and I couldn't get anything delivered. Every single app sent me a notification, we're shut down because of the weather. Amazon, Uber Eats, Uber, all of them were saying, can't do anything because of the weather. So I had to make sure to choose a category where this week I could have the Gadget at my house. I already owned the Gadget. So that's one of the reasons I went with these themes. So the themes that we put to the patrons are Fire Gadgets, Pet Gadgets, Gaming Gadgets, and Streaming Gadgets. What do you think they voted for?
Wow.
Number one. I gave them 4 this month.
Yeah, I know. Streaming, I'm going to say at the bottom of the list.
Okay.
Pet has a good shot at it. What was the second one?
It was Gaming and Fire. Gaming and Fire are still left.
Knowing the chat room, Fire and Pets. I don't know. I'm going to go with Fire.
Fire number 1. Okay.
Pet 2.
Pet 2. Gaming 3rd. Streaming last.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, coming in last place was Gaming. Second to last was Pet. That means that it's between Streaming and Fire. And coming in first place, number 1, with 39% of the vote, Fire Gadgets won.
Yes, our chat room loves Fire.
Fire! So Fire must be an element in the gadgets that we'll cover this month on the Crappy Corner. And I already have some good ideas that I can order and have delivered. So they won't always be gadgets that I had around the house. So I recorded the video earlier, so let's check it out. Hey Diggy D, so we are here with the first of the Fire Gadgets. And as you can see, it is cold, it is rainy, it is frozen. So what a perfect time to start a fire. Also, being Texas, the roads are not so great during the winter. So I wanted to make sure that I could show off a gadget for this week that I already owned because I didn't think I would be able to get deliveries or go out and buy a gadget. So this gadget is something that I just now own within this last week, and it is the Yukon by Solo Stove. And this is a personal fire pit with a lot of extras. So you'll notice the holes that are at the bottom. If we look inside, there's also a lot of holes on the grate. I've already used this only once. And there's even some holes along the top of the fire pit. And so this fire pit will actually circulate air. And the more air you get to a fire, the hotter it will burn and the less smoke that the fire will put out. So all those holes are supposed to create some circulation to make sure that air gets into your fire and creates a lot less smoke than normal. That's the device. I'm going to go ahead and build a fire so that we can look at it. And there you have it. That took me not that long, say 5 to 10 minutes at max to get the fire going. Now I don't have any kindling. I don't have any little sticks. Dryer lint will work. I used boxes and some paper. Boxes. Not that one. That one's wet. That one was from before. But I was able to get it caught. This is, you know, the wood is burning, not just the stuff I used to start the fire. And you'll notice very, very, very little smoke. So I pulled back here and even go wide. Very little smoke. This is, you know, under the little porch of my house. Extremely little smoke. There is some. There's a bit of smoke. But because that fire has all the air it needs to breathe, it's incredibly small, the amount of smoke. And honestly, the starter that I used at the bottom there is probably choking this fire just a tiny bit as well. It's very warm. There is this, you know, this fire ring here. This ring can come off. The side at the beginning is not that hot, but it does warm up as the fire, like right now, I just started this. So the sides are probably, cold enough to touch, but you wouldn't want to do that after it's been going for about 30 minutes. It also comes with, this one comes with a ring at the base. So this is an extra added attachment that this ring keeps it off of the ground just a little bit. I absolutely love it. I've wanted one for a very long time and was able to get it through streaming donations. So very grateful to Amethyst for getting me this. And I'm going to, once it's a little warmer out, I know that's kind of weird with a fire pit, but once it's a bit more warmer than this, I want to put it out in my yard and put some chairs around it and whatnot. You can't see. Look, this is probably the most smoke I've seen out of it in a long time. That is the most smoke. And if I give it just a little bit more air and see if I can move that stuff down in the bottom. Doesn't look like I could move it. But it'll go. It's great. I absolutely love this. So back to you guys in the studio. And it looks so nice, doesn't it? Back to you guys. I love it, obviously. This is a not so crappy corner. Also, the price is in the not so crappy corner either. $442.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
It's a bit pricey for what it is. And it's funny because there's there's a few kind of competitors around this. So like this one is a Costco style, and I'm not sure. Anyway, this is a knockoff of this exact one that I'm showing here, and it doesn't say the price there, but I can basically guarantee you that it's also pretty high. These have for some reason kind of been in that expensive market for a while now. But as you can see, lots of reviews, lots of high reviews as well.
Yeah.
And I have the 1.0. They do have a 2.0 version of this, and it just came out, and I didn't even realize that it came out. The 2.0 version, the middle can be removed. Mine, it's all, here it is, this is the 2.0. A bit less expensive. Wait, what was the other one?
No, same price.
Same price, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. $7
Almost
more
$7.
expensive. Yeah, exactly. So the difference with the 1.0 to the 2.0 is that grilled mesh can come out, and same with that base, that pan, which makes cleaning it a little bit easier. It makes it easier to clean it out because you want to get the ash out of it. I basically have to just pick mine up and turn it upside down.
Is yours that big around in that picture? It looks like it's huge.
Yeah, it's that big. It's
17 inches. Wow.
Yeah, that's it. That's 17 inches tall, and then it's almost 30 inches wide. It's almost 3 feet.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
okay.
It's very, very wide. Here, and I can go find. This is the one that I use. But yeah, same thing. 27 inches.
Oh yeah.
wide.
Well, I see. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
then,
it is a
all right.
substantial fire ring, pit. And they make smaller versions. So Solo Stove, they even make a personal version. They make, a pizza oven, this little tabletop option. That's just that.
I had the pocket one, but I just thought it was just a little bit too dangerous.
Yeah. It's a hand warmer version.
Yeah, yes,
yeah.
exactly.
So you can do wood or pellets. Lots of people have wood pellets from like Traeger style smokers and things like that. So you could use pellets in this version. But yeah, Solo Stove has been around for a while, and they make lots of them. I personally like it because A, it looks nice, but B, it is a lot safer than many other fire pits. And this one, the way that it's insulated at the base just does not get incredibly hot, where other fire pits I've seen, they do. It's just like one piece of metal, and that's about it.
No, it's beautiful. Is it all stainless? It looks beautiful.
Yeah, it's they claim that it is like 501 stainless steel or something.
That's very good. Yeah.
You know, they have their number. What is it?
Yeah.
They mention it somewhere that the steel has a number, and whenever the steel has a number, you know that it's better than most.
The non-numbered, yeah, the unlisted stainless.
Exactly. It is stainless steel. Let's see if it says, if I can find the number. 304 stainless steel. Whew.
Oh my God!
It's a good number.
Yeah,
it's a great number of stainless steel, man.
Yeah. That's non-flammable stainless steel.
Exactly. Way better than the 303. It is 304.
Yeah.
So you can... If anyone knows what any of those numbers mean, send us an email. That would be a great letter.
Yeah, that'd be great. We'll read it on the show. That'd be super.
How should I know what 304... Remember IP67 or whatever, or X4 or whatever? That I finally kind of started figuring out that one is a dust rating, one is a water rating. And so, yeah, I kind of got that, but 304 stainless steel, whew. That's, you get it. So there you go. That was the Yukon. And I think that kicks off a fiery month of gadgets.
No, it's
I think
great. Yeah, I like fiery things too. It's great.
Yeah. Holy moly. If you need a smaller one, a portable tabletop fire pit, oh my gosh, this is only $14. It looks very similar to those.
Is it plastic?
Without remote control. You would remote control this? I'm confused. That
are we
is
back on
the
Alibaba?
most photoshopped image I have ever seen.
Yes.
That is...
Yes, I think my humidifier puts out better flames than that.
Yeah.
It does. It looks like my humidifier.
You couldn't take one. This is the actual photo. They took an actual photo, and I think this is actually Solo Stove's photo. This is what this looks like. I can't tell, but that looks like their photo. And then, what do you put in it? Do you put wood? That lady looks like she's caught on fire.
I think so. I think you burn sweaters in it.
This is the same photo, wood or pellets.
Oh, that's so right.
And they are ripping off the Solo Stove. I think that if you zoom in, that says Solo Stove on the front of it. That's hilarious.
Right.
Well, we could buy this and see, when will it arrive? Will it arrive by the end of the month? February 28th. Cutting it close. Cutting it close. Do we have a show after February 28th?
Oh, you should just get it and do it as a Chad extra.
Yeah, let's just see.
I mean, for $15.
We have a show on the 29th. That'll be the last show of the month. I need to order this.
Wait a minute. This is a leap year?
Oh, no. Wait. I'm on December. Why am I on the wrong month? I'm on the wrong month. Okay, well.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it ends this month. February ends on the 28th. That makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
Sorry about that. I was looking at December. So there you go. That is the Yukon Solo Stove 1.0, or the Solo Stove Yukon 1.0. And I really like it. With that, let's move on to Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
They're geeky and they're goofy, together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget Warehouse. Foghorn.
All right, our video is from two frequent contributors, Jeff and his son Adam, but we have a warning. I will share a gadget I received for the holidays. I don't understand why it's needed. Basically, I think I have found the first item for your worst of 2023 list.
Oh my gosh.
So let's see what Jeff and Adam are talking about.
Okay, here we are.
How you doing, Dick and Chad? This is Jeff and Adam from New York.
and I wanted to show you something that I got for the holidays that I'm going to find a way to either regift it or to return it. I don't really want to regift it because I don't want to give this to somebody else, so I'll probably find a way to return it. Anyway, I've heard of bone conduction headphones.
Mm-hmm.
I have a pair of
Yes.
Aftershocks. They're very good. But somebody thought it was wise to get me that version in a speaker form. These are called Pocket Tunes instant speakers, as seen on TikTok. I took them out of the package. It attaches to any surface to turn it into a speaker. These are the actual items. As you can see, they're kind of small. They come too, so you could pair them as stereo. So I just wanted to play them for you. The sound isn't that great. And even if it was, I don't really understand the concept.
I agree. I don't
Just
understand.
carry a portable speaker with you, or actually use the speaker in your phone. That, in my opinion, sounds just as good. So, without further ado, your familiar tune. You can hear it. It doesn't sound that good. I only paired one right now. If I lift it, it sounds a little better. Maybe the package. Oh, but I happen to have, which you don't laugh, a broken guitar.
Oh,
Try
nice.
that. Very, very loud, as you can see, but very distorted. But again, I don't really see the concept around it. Let me mute you guys. But I don't really understand what the whole big deal is. I guess if you're in a pinch, you could attach it to somewhere, that you're at, like maybe a glass jar or something like that. But again, I thought, and you'll hear it one more time, I thought it sounds like crap, but musical instrument is kind of loud. But I still don't understand the concept, but maybe your audience will. But that's it. That's the video. Keep up the great work. Let me start it off. Keep up the great work. Hope you had a great new year, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thanks for sending that over.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
How much are they?
They're only $19, so not too expensive. It just doesn't make sense. The bone conduction and the speaker, like the whole point of bone conduction is other people cannot hear.
Yeah.
And you can. And we've seen some of these speakers that you put on glass or you put on something and it'll work. And so I feel like they're marketing this wrong. As it's not really bone conduction. It's conduction, but it's not bone conduction. So it kind of makes you think you need to stick them on like Frankenstein.
Well, Jeff is in chat. Jeff, did you try putting them in your ears?
Yeah, I don't.
Jeff has already returned them.
Already returned. Good. Honestly, that's fine. Yeah, that's strange. I've never really loved. See, they don't even show. Oh, put it on a basketball. Put it on a old guitar.
Probably at a party, people would go, "Oh, that's pretty neat." But if you really want to listen to music, you don't want to do it with these.
I've never really loved this unless there's a specific use case where it makes a ton of sense for you. Is these conductive speakers. And the idea is that you can use whatever you're attaching it to as a speaker. If you have a big old plate of glass and you can attach it, I feel like just get a speaker,
Yeah.
Just don't
Yeah,
bother.
today for $20 you can get a pretty okay speaker too.
Yeah,
So-
absolutely. Five Below will have them.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Yeah.
So these just don't make sense to me. I feel like bone conduction, that has a purpose. Bone conduction speaker is literally like the opposite of you're using bone conduction to keep it private. Why would you make it loud and so everyone can hear? And I don't even think that's what this gadget is. I don't even think
I don't
it's
think
really
so either.
bone conduction.
I think it's those old gadgets with a different marketing approach.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, the only thing is when those things first came out, they were great when you traveled because you could stick one of those on the desk at the hotel,
right,
and get pretty decent sound,
Right.
but it was not bone conduction.
No. Okie dokie.
Anyway,
with that,
Jeff and Adam, thank you. And if you want to send in a video, Jeff, if you don't have February Mad, I'll send you that. If not, I'll wait a couple of weeks and send you I'll send you April Mad if you already have February Mad. If you have a video, if you have a gadget, make a little video about it. Anything, a gadget you hate, like this, a gadget you love, or a favorite, a gadget that you bought years ago, paid a ton of money, and the tech specs are a joke today, but it's kind of fun to see how far we've come in gadgets. So any gadget, make a little video, 1 to 3 minutes, put it on YouTube. You can be in it if you want. And like Jeff, just make sure you photograph in horizontal plane and that we can see the gadget and hear you. That's all we need. And put it on YouTube. You can click unlisted when you upload it. That way only people with the URL will be able to watch it and send that to us. Mail at gizwiz.tv. Mail at gizwiz.tv. And if we show it, we show 99% of everything. You get the current issue of Mad magazine. If you live in the U.S. and most of Canada, if not, I'll autograph a now 40-year-old Alfred E. Newman photo and send you a high-res image to print out anywhere else in the world. Mail at gizwiz.tv.
Do it now. With that, let's move on to the letter.
Become the letters, your lovely letters. Become the Giz Wiz letters
Now. So you listen to this, Chad, because you're the only one who can answer this, okay? Vicky Poole, longtime fan of the show, writes, when you and Chad talked about the Nova earbuds, I immediately thought it would be a good security device. You could arrange to have a friend on the phone call without having to hold a phone. And if you feel in danger, you could tell your friend on the call, I guess using the Nova earphones.
Right.
So it would not be obvious to the stalker that you need help.
Right.
Or even say where you are. It would be worth it to me. It would be worth $600 if I had something like this to give my daughter, if I had a daughter, when she was away from the house. There may be circumstances where people are being harassed, like a Uber or Lyft ride. I'm not sure if that makes sense, but it sounds like a good idea to me. Thanks to the entertaining shows. Vicky Poole, Memphis. So you take it.
Okay, so I hear what she's saying. Is these were the Nova. They look like clip-on earrings, and they had the stud version as well. So they look like earrings. And so I think the point is, because they don't look like a Bluetooth headset or anything, you'd be able to communicate with someone without the stalker knowing that you are communicating with them, because they may think they're just earrings. And so because they blend in, because they're kind of subtle, and they look like jewelry, then you would be able to make a call or be on a call or that sort of thing.
Oh, okay. All right.
Is,
so,
I think, the point.
Yeah. You would have to be already on the call with somebody, though, right?
I think so. There may be a way to, if you say you were jumped and they took your phone and then they kidnapped you, you might be able to, sometimes you can double tap to get the assistant and you say, call my mom, and maybe you could use, hey Siri, call my mom, that sort of thing. So that might be an option.
It might be.
If you're that worried about it, I'm pretty sure that there are a few apps that basically fulfill this. And it doesn't use the Bluetooth, but basically you can send your location to someone and they can follow along with where you are. at the time. So if you're like, you know what, this is kind of a spooky night and I have to get home after, I've been at the bar, I'm going to send my 3 friends my location, and it also kind of has a big old panic button to hit if something bad is happening.
Oh.
And I can't remember the app. It may have been a Shark Tank thing that I'm remembering. But this may be, a tool. Maybe the headphones are a tool. Maybe this other thing is a tool. And yes, and most Apple devices have an SOS mode, where if all I have to do is click and squeeze my phone for long enough, and it'll go into a SOS mode. I'll show it off right now. I'm locked. I click and hold, and it'll do this mode. And you can see it's counting up. And so it got to 3 there before I released. But if I click and hold without doing anything, it's going to start moving this emergency call up, which has honestly backfired a few times, because if I just press my phone in the correct wrong way,
yeah.
I have called 911 once because of that. And it also will text the people that I have set up in my emergency contacts. So it texted my mom and my sisters, hey, I just did an SOS thing. Here's my location. I think it was at Disney, actually. I had my phone in my pocket, and the roller coaster had squished my phone. The roller coaster lap bar had squished my phone, and I couldn't hear it. I couldn't hear that whoop whoop because I was on a roller coaster. So I think it said, I just did the SOS. Here's my location, and it was like Magic Kingdom. So yeah. Anyway, that is another. I think that all of this is a tool to be safe. And I think that this could absolutely, she even said in our interview, because it clips to the bottom of the earlobe and not inside of your ear, you still have full sound. You can still hear everything around you. And as a woman, she said that was very important to her, because if she's walking, she can hear people behind her or to the side of her without having her ears plugged, and she can still listen to whatever is connected via Bluetooth. So I think that this is a good point. I don't know if it's the perfect solution, but it is a tool for accomplishing something like that. So yeah. Thanks for that.
Vicky, thank you.
Yeah.
Vicky Poole, Memphis.
Thank you, Vicky. Also, big thank you to our patrons over at patreon.com/Giz Wiz. You guys support us every single episode. I just want to say thank you so much for your support. You guys are incredible. If you want to support the show, head on over to gizwiz.tv, click on the Patreon tab, and there's a big banner that'll take you to our Patreon page. And also on that webpage is a PayPal link if you want to give via PayPal as well. However you give, thank you so much for supporting our show. Speaking of gizwiz.tv, that's where you can watch the show just about every Thursday. You can watch the show live, watch the show live just about every Thursday, 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern Time. And all you have to do is head on over to our website at that time, 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific. Everyone else can figure out your time zone. And the live stream will just update on the website. Also, the IRC chat room is embedded there if you want to chat along with us. If you missed the show, the live recording, obviously we have the show up on our website. We also have it up on YouTube, and we have it on Apple Podcasts and an RSS feed for you guys to watch. If you want to know more about the gadgets that we talk about on the show, the best place to do that is at gizwiz.biz. There, Dickie D writes up articles about all of the gadgets that we cover and links back on Amazon. So if you need to find anything that we talked about, that's the best place to do it, gizwiz.biz. While you're there, play What the Heck Is It? I can't believe already a month has passed on this What the Heck Is It? So we're halfway done.
Yeah, amazing.
With this gadget. This is the entire gadget, and you got to guess what the heck is it? And I hate to give it away, but this is the start of a sea snake colony. You just drop that in some water, and then it'll produce sea snakes, just in case you want pets. Kind of like, what are those, sea monkeys? But these are sea snakes. Exciting, dangerous.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
If you think you know what it is, get a guess into gizwiz.biz. 6-man magazines for correct answers, 12-man magazines for funny, clever, hilarious, or interesting answers. So get a guessing over at gizwiz.biz. That about wraps it up for our show. We'll see you next week.
I'll be here.